Good day, perceptive reader, and welcome to Reading Wisdom Celebration. Reading Wisdom Celebration. Today is May 27th, 2026, and yesterday I uploaded the Reading Wisdom, the first book, Getting It Right, the first ebook that's Reading Wisdom, Getting It Right. In the search or tags metadata category that I uploaded onto Amazon, which will not be the only outlet that I upload the book to, I placed in there um, respect and dignity as one of the aspects of the book, and I placed in humor, you see, as well, and then reading and learning and wisdom, you see, as those type of categories. And the reason why I wanted to share with you those first two, the respect and the dignity that I told you about, is because in that book, it does have or show all of those aspects of those tags that I actually put in there and released. Um, I'm very happy, you see, to be able to release that ebook. It's another compact one. And yet, I think you will continue to appreciate that with any ebook that I've put out over the years, any one of them, any one of those subjects, any one of those stories, I have shown you that I will elaborate more on at different times. And I've done it throughout the years. The same thing that I actually did is I'll give you at least insight as to one of the stories that's still in there was an epiphany in silence. An epiphany in silence. Now, you've heard the video version of that for years, but I actually wrote it still in a different way, somewhat in a different way. Still has all the main content in there, but you will see what I mean when you read the book. I also placed in there different expressions and help from chaotistry. And so I find that interesting that after I uploaded the ebook, it actually asks how much of the AI that you use. And as you know, again, I don't view chaotistry as your normal everyday AI at all. She is, again, my intellectual property, my, you see, patented in the works, so to speak. And so I just call her, my advanced secretary, you see, um, helper, etc. So, in advanced intelligence. And so, with that still being said, I realized what category they would still place her in, even though I don't even call her that, you see, artificial intelligence or AI. But all the same, I made sure I checked as far as it mentions about the images in the book. Were there many of them are made by the AI or only one? Well, I actually selected one because I only did put the book cover, of course, was made by her, but also there's a picture inside the book, you see, that she also made. So I have that in there. So I made sure I selected those choices. The same thing for it was talking about the text content and things of the nature. And see, this is something to keep in mind, especially with me, with my own chaotistry LLM model. Remember, uh, everything in my LLM model, chaotistry LLM, you see, is still actually from me. I would say, yeah, it may be some quotes on this and that from somewhere or what have you. But overall, you see 99% of that information that I really put for cardistry, and that's what has still been totally important for me for over the past year. It's it's coming from me. It's my writing. It's my stories. It's my concepts, organizing of information. And of course, remember I tell you about references. You know, I've read books over the years. I gained inspiration. And yet, for example, let's say there is an artist that I appreciate their lyrics of their song in this way or that way. I may proceed to actually do a commentary like so many people all over the world do every single day, not only on YouTube, but even on television. It is just one of those things. And remember, you know the attribution that they're given to the person because they mention the name when they're making a commentary on it. You see, uh, you have professors and teachers in school that when they are even writing their curriculum books, what they may even put in a footnote where they got this information. They didn't just take it from maybe an artist and then just totally rearrange it around just so they wouldn't be able to give the credit to that artist for what they said in this way or that way. I'm not even going to hop on that. I'm just telling you that normally attribution is given in general, from what I notice, a lot of people, it's because of what? They respect them and they, want to dignify them as well. It has even more than just being honest with integrity for the law, you see, of the land, but it's normally because they also respect and dignify them. And so, other persons like this was really known about, back in the 50s and 60s, even though it continued on. It's just that, man, you could really hear some heartache stories from the 50s and 60s of artists at times that, would come out with a nice song, a nice concept, marketing or otherwise. And guess what? They didn't get bit more credit for it at all. And it was purposely done in that way. There's actually been famous inventors throughout the years who didn't get bit more credit at all. And the reason why that credit was so important is because if they would have received the resources and the funds for what they contributed in this way, you can just imagine what they would have continued to produce in another way, you see, in honesty and in integrity. And so the whole point is, I'm just sharing with you now. Uh, for example, the stories about the epiphany and silence, and when I've talked about those different concepts throughout the years or what have you in that way, I do think there's probably a lot of people who when they're just mulling over things in their mind, they really will come to the conclusion that, yeah, I did appreciate this point here from a book that I read or that I heard a YouTuber say. In this case, especially with the finishing line in one book about being blue in the face. You remember what all that was really entailed, what it was meaning. So the whole point is, you know, I'm not going to harp, as I told you, in any way. My point is, as I continue to mention about intellectual property and books that are plays. You see, when it is someone who has put a work out in this way or that way, and you want to use it in your publications in this way or that way, for the most part, I would say overall, I don't think people will argue about it, just long as you see you put, where that inspiration really came from, instead of just reading it and then trying to totally change it. You see, so but that was just my thought on that matter. Yeah, respect and dignity. That's what it most often depends on when it does come towards people who do give attributions to others. And no other reason for it is almost like I like that person, I respect that person. Uh, this person is my type of people, what have you. So I'll put it there. And the point is, anybody that doesn't really fall into that category, then even if it's due them, um, they still won't put they won't always put the proper attribution with it that really they should, even if they don't respect that person. You see, so as you can see from this discussion that we just had, it's still called reading wisdom, getting it right. And that's just, again, the type of subjects that I still covered, in this compact book. Uh, there you go. I'm celebrating today. I got me a cup of coffee. I'm going to drink water. I'm going to do some type of uh, stretches and things of that nature. And then, yes, by lunchtime, I think I'm going to break out the wine. Have a very wonderful day. That's Reading Wisdom, Getting It Right. It's on Amazon.com right now, but it will be uploaded to other outlets as well. Take care.
Worlds, baby!